Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something? Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
We can't lose now. This whole place would be a grave.
You can see why we had to change focus.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
A little bragging never hurts. Just ask the Lords of Fortune. Build yourself up.
Huh. Maybe later.
I can help if you like. You're very easy to praise.
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
Save Lavendel, then back to studying the Blight.
Yep, that's it.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Come on, let's check on the Warden sentries.
Evka and Antoine lead.
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is good. Whatever happens.
That's right.
Well, look who it is.
Evka sent me.
The Darkspawn aren't on us. And you go where the tell Evka I'm ready.
Hey, Evka wanted...
I am.
Not on our watch.
We should get back to Evka.
They're coming. They're coming.
This village. It has to make it.
Evka has
Evka.
Good.
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
That's coming from the glade.
Can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendel's the only place that's still alive.
Make sure it stays alive.
Wait, Laura. We're not off the hook yet.
Nice move.
Ranged incoming!
Caught my breath.
There's more! We've gotta hold the line!
There you go. Take him out.
You okay, Russ?
They're down. But there's more fight left out there.
Alright. You ready for the next call? We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there, or head to the farmlands.
You got it. Good. I'm all warmed up.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
Antoine? What is it?
Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
It's in here, too.
You're...
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
I'd suggest we celebrate, but Antoine heard something strange in the Blight, and,
It's not music you want to dance to.
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first... There's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
what does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
Maybe you should stop listening?
What? Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. We need more time to study what the new song means.
And you can't listen to it all the time.
Evka, But remember to visit Rook.
Until then... Antoine, what's on your mind?
It's like there's a pattern in the blood, and no pattern at all. But always something pulling.
Davrin told us about your friend, the Viper.
If he changes his mind about taking our joining ritual, or needs anything from us,
We'll do what we can.
What is this place?
little more than a ruin to the people here.
The wetlands are full of secrets. A lot of them buried over time.
The second great blight, strange curse, mysteries in the woods. The story goes on.
Darkspawn won't get Lavendale.
Were you worried before?
Take a look. Back to it.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
How can we help?
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the Griffin eggs, before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the Wardens who were caring for the Griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the Griffins during the Fourth Blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the First Warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the Blight was going badly. The Wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The Griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it. But orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The Griffins became rabid. They turned against the Wardens.
So then the First Warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
I can understand why this Isaiah is so pissed.
She felt betrayed by the Wardens forcing her to do it. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Careful. He's a shameless flirt.
That's because he's such a pretty boy, isn't he? I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
Ah, so you're the reason Davrin's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other Wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
Anton keeps listening to something. It's a blight.
I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Let's ask Myrna and Volgoth about these hauntings.
Emmerich mentioned we should gather some displaced wisps while we're down here.
Thank you for coming, Rook. We're in need of...
Emmerich said there were hauntings?
Malign spirit.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left
They must be.
This haunting was one...
It has turned.
I've heard another landscape has been added to your collection.
It grows.
Rook, more Venatori have it...
Not surprised.
They come and...
We'll look out for them.
Midnight. Arm yourselves. The dead awake.
Let's see if we can figure this out. There we go. Here's one of those scattered wisps Emmerich mentioned. There must be a proper place for it somewhere.
Got company.
Slaughter the heretics! You all fall!
Let's see if we can figure this out.
That's...
There we go. I wonder what this is about.
I command it!
Here we go!
Looks like the Venatori plan on taking a few things with them.
Better be ready.
Put him right where you want him. Have your say. Ready again. No problem. Win for us.
Right out.
I'm ready. Tell me what you need. It's all yours.
That's the last of them.
Let me know if you need... World. Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
No one's gonna seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried? Examining the graves?
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Lords of Fortune have an eye for craftsmanship.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
This one's all yours, Emmerich.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes. He's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Wasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, the sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse? Cheers, Manfred.
You're late. And you brought a guest.
I hope I'm not putting you out.
No, this is Tasha's home as much as mine, even if she does not visit very often.
I don't smell the Iskop. We always have Iskop on Tuesdays.
I am not yet finished with my studies. I thought you would help me tonight.
And by help, you mean do it all. You haven't even chopped the melons.
You swing axes all day. Do you lack the strength to chop a few melons? The runes on the tablet are written in the old Kunari tongue, but they are incomplete.
So they never finished it?
No. It is clearly finished, but parts of letters have been hidden somehow, rendering the tablet unreadable.
What if it's got some kind of secret code, so that only the right people can read it?
That is unlikely. I have studied the first expedition for decades. I have never seen the writing encoded.
What do you mean, the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete. Almost 1,000 years earlier, the first expedition came only to vanish. They were Kunari who predated the Qun itself. That is what I study.
Here, food's ready.
This is not Iskop.
It was gonna take too long. I wanted to hear about the tablet.
Did you?
Yeah?
Well, as I said, it is at least 1,000 years old.
Hara Merad Zasham.
More emphasis. The sentence is a march, not a race. Hera Merad Zesham.
I'm trying.
I'm glad you came, Panahiden.
Thanks for coming.
She used she. You haven't told her yet.
I was going to. Then we got here and she was like that.
You'll do it when you're ready.
Maybe you could tell her? I'll tell her. She deserves to know.
This isn't about her. You do what's right for you.
Thanks. Hey, remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords? Veiljumpers sent word. She's in Arlathan Forest. Destroyed a... I've got the location from the Veiljumpers.
Hi, Emmerich. You've got a guest.
Ah, Rook.
Hard to forget. You figure out what those
The hand is how they broke in. The simpler undead are sadly, only a death mage could...
If they're helping the Venator...
Agreed. I've made some... If he knows where this rogue...
You can't just get what you need from...
How he died isn't the question. I'll not allow more victims. I must... Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again.
Who did this to you?
Eyes hidden, dust and gold.
Give us a name.
They come for this one. The spirits shriek. They come.
A name?
Blackthorn.
Return to your rest.
We've got to stop this. Whoever...
Wondrous and terrifying are the revelations of...
Did that name he said mean?
Blackthorn Manor is an abandoned country house outside. Our victim mentioned spirits. If they've all... Let's depart for Blackthorn when you're... How thoughtful, Rook.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take a son. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it.
Well, he did worse than just try to kill me.
Really? Right, that...
Something I should know about?
Not much.
Why don't you join Balara? Belle, swing by when you get a chance.
Thanks, Nev. Sorry, Rook.
That's what worries me, Balara. And yourself...
That's nice of you, but I don't know if I
Come on.
Is it? Part of me wanted... I mean, before all of this, the search for the Nadister Thalin, the archive, I want to say I'll keep... But he's my brother. What keep...
You're part of the team. And we have a strict no.
How do you enforce that?
I ask you not to turn evil?
Our team motto.
Let's paint that on the...
I'm sure.
You good?
I am. I'll,
Demon's...
I don't think he ever leaves,
Then he's acting...
I'll handle this. We have nothing to talk about.
Lucanis,
What deal?
break our chains. Keep.
Isn't that what happened?
No.
Out to where?
No. No. Tell him. Make him.
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking. I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Nothing I'm seeing makes me want to look away.
How do you always do that?
Do what?
Break apart my perfectly gathered clouds of doom. You deserve better than to deal with my mess.
You're more than what you're going through.
This isn't a good idea.
Sometimes, a bad idea is better.
You like to walk a little too close to the edge.
So do you.
At least I know I'm doing it. I need to clear my head. Excuse me.
The forest smells wrong. Dead stuff. Or burnt. I don't know.
A lot of bad history in Arlathan. War, blood magic. I'm sure some of that's stuck around. giant owl. Must be something to this. We might be able to restore that bridge.
Always good to have a shortcut.
This is where Tainor was headed. There's blight here. Didn't mention that.
Probably new. Wasn't here before.
And another Fenarel altar. Not good. That relic ended up blighting Oros. Look at this. I bet it came in handy. And you have to hand it to the ancient elves. They loved their statues. Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone.
Rook, I think you covered it.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. turn. We got it. This artifact isn't working right. Maybe if I looked at the crystals it's connected to. The person who set this up was in contact with someone or something from the Fade. Another of those Fen Harel altars.
Alright. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hosberg.
The dragons we fought in Hosberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf, a big wolf, fighting in her own territory. Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with a...
No. Something got her...
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping with... But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. Including us.
You said the dragon's a fangs?
Fire breather. Related to the Ferelden. Think of her like the dragon version.
It's a little...
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance. And she's mean. Scorchers...
This is your dance.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot. Hey, Nev. You okay to go up against the Fang Scorcher?
Why? Wouldn't I be? I fought that blighted dragon in Minrathas. Why not another?
Because of your dress. It's pretty. I don't want it to get all scorched.
Oh, it's woven with enchantment to make it resistant to fire and lightning. It should be fine. Also, it's technically not a dress.
Okay. I don't really do clothes. Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed, it doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
Interesting. You're the expert. We'll follow your lead.
Careful. She can hear metal clanking from a half-mile away.
You heard Tosh. Find steps.
You know how to take orders.
We're here to kill a dragon. I'm inclined to listen to the expert.
Hunting call. Spooks prey, so they bolt out into the open.
I can see how that'd work.
Wait. Anton.
Anton? What did they want in Oliphant Forest?
No idea. But they were setting an ambush.
Bet they didn't count on your sharp sense. Smell?
Come on. We can circle around. Hit them where they're not expecting us. Watch for incoming!
Get clear! I've got the setup, you do the rest. Ready. All set.
Get out of the way!
Everyone all right?
What did the Anton mean? They knew I'd come for the Fang Scorcher? I only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villages somehow. To lure you out here. There's someone called the Dragon King.
Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on. Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them. Turning them over to Gillinane in exchange for power. Hisra Marla Boshvatari Brock! We knew the Anton were involved. Now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fang Scorcher's lair up through there. Whenever you're ready.
Watch the fire!
There's cover on the left! Move! All right, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay clear of the fire. It's like oil. Gets on you and keeps burning.
More on top!
Back!
standing. Not bad. Got us from a distance.
Rookie needs a second. You're hitting us from there!
Nolly, lose yours. How's that? Got us at range. Watch it. Got the setup, you do the rest.
Enemies at range.
Clear out. Need to move. Got things ready. Watch it!
Should help.
Now it's your turn.
Right there. Set.
Got it. I'm ready. Let's go. I've got the setup.
Perfect, Tosh.
All good.
Chakra Toebra.
Well, that's
Chakra
done.
Toebra. Today, you're dragon slayers. Now let's see what she had in her lair. Probably that big building over there. Let me know when you're ready to get out of here. Just tell me when you're ready.
Let's head out now. Trophy from the Fang Scorcher.
She was a good fight. Thanks for listening to me during the hunt. Not everyone does.
You know what you're doing. I trust you.
Well, you're also taking advice from the elven god of lies.
See? Honesty. This is why I trust you. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Chakra Toebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are.
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does. So I don't let the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath.
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry.
I've seen you get angry. When we first met, I saw you wreck those Arntom who were after the Vincimer.
Assholes.
But you've got it under control.
Barely. I can get this rage where I just have to break something and I can get stuck in arguments, needing things to be a certain way. The Antam would have turned me into a berserker, breathing fire across the battlefield, killing anything in my way. I don't want to be that.
Tosh, you can't be afraid to feel things.
No, weren't you listening? It gets too much.
You can control what you do about those feelings, yeah, but that doesn't mean pretending you don't feel them. You are Kunari. You have the discipline to use those feelings when they help you and control them when they don't. I mean, we just killed a dragon thanks to you. How hard can anything else be after that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Think I'm ready to talk to my mother about who I really am.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just killed a dragon. How hard can talking to my mother be after that? Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet.
I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Tom. They mentioned the Dragon King.
Yeah. The asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillenane. I'll ask Isabella to look for him. Still a stupid name. Dragon King. Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
The trap had failed. The Fang Scorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter. All he needed was a little help from a trader in the Lords of Fortune to set a new trap. And the bait was sure to bring Tosh running.